I request all of you to switch on your video. It will be easy for the chief guest and the presenter to talk to you. You could mute yourself and switch on the video. We will start the session sharp at 11 o'clock. We have 5 minutes of time. If anybody wants to introduce yourself, this is the right time to, introduce yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Ashrendra Kumar. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, this is Ashrendra Kumar. Right now, I am in Madhya Pradesh, working in Doctors for You. I am an alumni of TEAS, BAM from Chennai.
Okay.
And I'm happy to join this meeting, sir.
Thank you. Welcome. Anybody else would like to introduce yourself? We have our chief guest joined and the presenter also have joined. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, so good morning to all of you.
Good morning, Mahantesh.
Yeah, this is Mahantesh Jakati, a faculty in the MBA department, SIT Tumkur, Siddhaganga Institute of Technology, Tumkur. And my areas are HRM. And my research is in employee assistance programs, a new area in, social work and management. Thank you so much.
Great. Welcome, Dr. Mahantesh. Anybody else? Those who want to speak? Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Dr. Emlata.
Yes, Dr. Emma, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am my research director and social scientist in social enterprises. We are working under the social enterprises programs and rural development programs. I work in education institutions and research institutions. At present, we are working in Darjeeling, Sundarban, and West Bengal.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hemlata. I request everyone to mute. Those who want to speak, only unmute and speak, please. We have another 3 minutes to go. If anybody else would like to introduce yourself, you are most welcome. Participants are slowly joining because last time we had about 190 participants. If someone wants to introduce yourself, it's the right time. We have another couple of minutes to go.
Good morning, James. Good morning, James. This is Amar Rana speaking, Rotary Bangalore Southwest President. I wish you all the best. I wish the best. It was wonderful seeing you and working together with you.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Also proud to say Samir Haryani, PDG Samir Haryani, also home club member. So wishing him all the best and a warm welcome to him also, sir.
Very great. Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful words.
Thank you, Amarji. Nice to see you here.
Good morning, Samirji. Good morning, Samir.
We have another 2 minutes to go. I request if anybody wants to introduce yourself, please unmute and speak.
Hi, good morning. I'm Unikrishnan, President of Rotary Bangalore Sneha.
Welcome.
Very happy to see all of you on a Saturday, second Saturday morning. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, Mr. Unikrishnan. We have another 1 minute to go. Our next webinar will be on next Saturday at 10:30. Please make him a note and do join us. Mr. Sudhakar Pai of Kurlon, he is MD and Managing Director and Chairman of Kurlon, will talk to us on how he has built the company. So it will be a very interesting session. Please join us next Saturday at 10:30 a.m. We have another 1 minute to go. If anybody else wants to introduce, please go ahead. The feedback link will be given at the end, and request everyone to fill the feedback form to receive a participation certificate. Dr. Samir Heriani, good to go. Can we go ahead?
It's your show, sir. At your service.
Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Raju Arumugam.
Good morning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are going to start the session now.
Okay.
Welcome all of you. I am very privileged to welcome our guests, participants, and the resource person. I have a great pleasure in welcoming our beloved past district governor, Rotarian, Dr. Samir Heriani, one of the vibrant, young, dynamic, dazzling district governors in the Rotary world. Hearty welcome, PDG, Dr. Samir Heriani. Please.
Thank you, Dr. James. Thanks for the warm welcome.
I would like to welcome our resource person, Mr. Raju Arumugam. He is fondly called as ARA, Head HR, South and East of Sterling Holidays Resorts Limited. And heartily welcome, Mr. Raju.
Thank you, sir.
May I also welcome Dr. Chandramoli, Head of the Department of Studies in Social Work, University of Mysore, all the alumni members, various presidents joined from the Rotary, all other members joined from the Rotary, and those who have joined from Transcat, faculty members from various universities, students from various universities. There are doctors joined here, advocates joined here. I welcome each one of you. Very, very warm welcome. I request all of you to switch on your video, please, if possible. Let me start the presentation just a minute. So today's session will be inaugurated by Dr. Samir Heriani, past District Governor, Rotary International, District 3190. And the session is on brand new by Mr. Raju Arumugam. The session is being hosted by Rotary Bangalore Sneha, Bangalore, MSW Socialites, Alumni Association, Department of Studies in Social Work, University of Mysore, and Transcat People Solution Private Limited, Bangalore. Rotary Bangalore Sneha is a part of International District 3190, and we are on our 3rd year of installation. This club has been very active during the testing times of COVID-19, organized more than 23 webinars and knowledge sharing sessions, gave free psychometric assessment tools to students, organized free psychological counseling to COVID-19 affected people, and distributed food packets to needy, organized blood donation camps, and is very active in all Rotary initiatives. Rotarian Dr. S. Nithilil is the charter president, Rotarian Unikrishnan is the current president, and Rotarian Madhukar is the secretary. MSW Socialites is an alumni association of the alumni of the Department of Studies in Social Work, University of Mysore, formed in the year 2008. The association has been organizing various programs for the benefit of its members. Transcat is a pan-India management consulting company, one of the most sought-after catalysts for change. They transform people and organizations to excel in their field. Many consultants have worked with companies in USA, Europe, Middle East, and Asia. Many of them are recipients of various awards, and 3 consultants are Guinness Book of World Record holders in firework for changing the minds of thousands of employees. Before we start, I request all of you to close your eyes for a minute and pray for the departed souls, and also to come out of the COVID-19 and to promote world peace. Please close your eyes. Thank you so much. Now may I request Rotarian Unikrishnan, the president of Rotary Bangalore Sneha, to welcome our chief guest and introduce Rotarian PDG Dr. Samir Heriani. past district governor of RA district 3190. Over to you, Mr. Unnikrishnan.
Hi, good morning. It's an honor to introduce such a wonderful chief guest who himself lived as an example for the topic which we are going to listen today. Mr. Samir Hariani, Dr. Samir Hariani, past district governor, is the CEO of ESMT Academy, a dentist by qualification, also runs a multi-specialty clinic, Dazzle, the one-stop dental clinic, and the director of Dazzle Online Stream Private Limited. He's currently serving as the member of Young Past Governors Committee of Rotary International for the Rotary year 2021-22. And he's also the ambassador for Zone 7 for Girl Empowerment Task Force of Rotary District, Rotary International for RI Rotary year 2021-22. And he's also serving as the chairman for entertainment for Rotary Zone Institute of the same year at Mahabalipuram. District Governor, past District Governor Samir Hariani was elected unopposed to lead Rotary District 3190 as the District Governor for the Rotary year 2019-20. And during his governorship, the District won the 6 top awards in the zone. Dr. Samir Hariani, born in Mumbai to late Mr. Sadish Hariani and Mrs. Leena Hariani, completed his entire schooling and higher education in Bangalore. He holds a Bachelor of Dental Surgery, BDS degree, and the postgraduate certificate program in endodontics. He is married to Dr. Rotarian Rupa Hariani, a dental surgeon and also certified IATD and POSH trainer. She is also an active Rotarian and past president of Inner Wheel Club of Bangalore Southwest. The couple are major donors level 3 and progressing towards level 4. He's an active member of Rotary Bangalore Southwest since July 1998 and is long in classification dentistry. He was very successful centennial president of his home club during the Rotary Centennial 2004-2005. He has served Rotary International District 3190 in various capacities such as District Joint Secretary, District Secretary, GSC Team Leader to RID 1900, Assistant Governor, District Conference Chairman, District Director Membership and Extension Chairman, Rotary Premier League, District Governor Public Image, District Governor Youth Club Support, Chairman Centenary APF, Governor Special Representative to Rotary Chikkaballapur BGS and Rotary Chintamani Vaibhav. He was recognized as a dynamic district secretary in 2011-12, Rotarian of the Year, Rotary International District 3190 in 2015-16. For the record in external extension as the district director, membership development and external extension by adding 52 new clubs and assisting district governor in achieving world's #1 status. He received the Champion of Champions Award in the Compassionate Service and the Compassionate Service Award. Dr. Samir Hariani has also served on committees of Rotary Zone Institutes and Rotary India Literacy Summits since 2012. Over to Dr. Samir Hariani.
Thank you, Mr. Unnikrishnan, for the crisp introduction, and thank you so much. May I request Dr. Samir Hariani to, inaugurate this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. At the outset, thanks for the introduction, Uni. Well, officially, President Unnikrishnan KB of this wonderful club of friends and fellowship, Rotary Bangalore Sneha. Our guest speaker and presenter for the day, Mr. Raju Armugam, Assistant Governor of Rotary International District 3190 and GSR of this very renowned club, Dr. James Thomas, Charter President and also my Dazzler President, Dr. S. Nityaleela, members of Rotary Bangalore Sneha, district officers, members of Rotary International District 3190. I can see my home club president, Amarchand Ji Rander Saab, and wonderful members of MSW Socialites Alumni Association from the University of Mysore, Transcat People Solutions Private Limited, invited delegates, guests, students, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you, and compliments to Rotary Bangalore Sneha in these testing pandemic times, bringing such valuable knowledge series, to benefit and to highlight so many important aspects of life. So congratulations to members of Rotary Bangalore Sneha, led by its president and the wonderful team, for bringing these wonderful knowledge series to all of you. And I'm very happy today to inaugurate this webinar on Brand You, because honestly, I believe in brand me. And I'm sure we all believe in the brand of the organization or the corporate that we are identified and tied up with. So I'm not going to go into any technical aspects today, because we have a very accomplished speaker, Mr. Raju Armagam, who's going to give us a detailed presentation on that. But I just wanted to tell you, whether you're an individual today, whether you're a corporate, or whether you're any organization like our organization, being recognized just by the distinctive picture of your logo or your name, and people immediately relating it to certain qualities and core values and aspects of you, is what defines brand you. Because brand you is nothing but who you actually are, how you want people to perceive you, and how people actually perceive you. So I'm going to share two very important stories with you here today. If you look on my left, which may be your right, I'm so happy to be representing two great brands on this morning. First one, the greatest brand, the largest, the oldest, and one of the most renowned member organizations which does service and has been recognized as a service organization, and that is Rotary International, a 116-year-old organization which has stood the test of times. We have seen 2 world wars. We have now seen 3 pandemics. 2 pandemics, 1 epidemic. We have seen many recessions. We have seen so much, but we are still standing tall because we believe in our motto, which is service above self. And every member in this organization across the world, in 200 countries where we exist, believes in this motto, that we are accomplished leaders in our personal and community lives. So we need to serve above self, and we need to just believe in the mission that come what way may, we have to do good in the world. And that was given as a great example when Dr. James Thomas spoke about even Rotary Bangalore Sneha. When we talk of Rotary International, we talk about 2 achievements globally. One is, we are going to be the first non-government organization which is going to eradicate a disease or an epidemic or a virus from this planet Earth. And that is the eradication of the polio virus. 35 years this organization has worked. We have brought it from 200 countries to 2 countries with our partners, UNICEF, WHO, and many other United Nations and other organizations. And in a couple of years, we are going to be a polio-free world. And it's going to be by the only non-government organization, and that is Rotary. But in the recent 13 to 14 months, I think the biggest, walking of the talk that we do of serving above self has been seen in this COVID pandemic relief. The time, the effort, the risk that Rotarians have taken, and the money that the Rotary Foundation has given, I don't think any other organization came to the fore, just like Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation came in. So when people look at Rotary, they should register the core values of service. When you see Sneha and its members, they represent the core values of fellowship and friendship. When we see all the people on this call today, we represent leaders in our own personal, businesses and communities. We always stand out with certain levels of ethics, and that is why we bring integrity with you. We do not differentiate between caste, creed, religion, gender, language. So we believe in diversity. So when people think of Rotary, they think of these 5 core values that I mentioned. But funny part is, in our 116 year of history, Rotary never thought that, we should give any importance to the brand or the visibility or the public image of Rotary. We believed in, our own, our Vedas have taught us that when you do charity from your left hand, even your right hand should not come to know. But we did believe that for a long time. But then Rotary realized that we are not doing this to show off, or we are not doing this to, try and boast or beat our chest. We are doing it for 3 simple reasons. When we talk about the brand image and the core values and the activities of Rotary, when we build brand Rotary, we are actually inviting more people to join us. And when more people join you and you have more hands to serve, more legs to walk, more brains to think, and of course, more funds to help you, it's going to attract so much more activity, so much more service, so much more integrity. And of course, finally, it is also going to lead to so many other corporate partnership tie-ups so that in the future, whenever there's an epidemic or pandemic, we will have more strength in eradicating this from the earth. Because right now we are 12 lakh members in 200 countries. We're looking at growing that to 13 lakh in this 1 year itself. And that's why when our Rotary International president in 2011-12, Kalyan Banerjee, who was only the third Indian in 114 years of Rotary International, realized that his office in Evanston, USA, which is the Rotary International office for decades, was standing tall with a brand of Rotary. And when he was standing to cross the road or waiting for a cab, the gentleman from the office next door came out and they just got talking there. And this gentleman asked our past Rotary International president, Kalyan Banerjee, "Sir, what do you do?" And this gentleman pointed back to the Rotary office and said, "I am the president of this international organization, Rotary International." And can you believe it? His neighbor, his immediate neighbor office asked him, "What does Rotary International do?" And that's when he got that wake-up call that when my neighbor doesn't know what this 100-plus-year organization does, that means Rotary has not focused or, done anything to promote its brand image when we have done so much work over the, century, and we have spent so much money. And that's when Rotary strategic plan decided that we need to give importance on spreading the awareness of our brand so that people relate Rotary to service, friendship, leadership, integrity, diversity, and all our core values. And when I was governor in 1920, we made a simple hashtag mantra. See, I always quote this example. When people go out and make a photocopy for any document, they never said, "I made a photocopy." They say, "I Xerox today." But even Canon makes a photocopying machine. Even Epson makes a photocopying machine. But why do they say Xerox? Because that brand Xerox has got registered in their brain. Same way, when we buy a cupboard or an almirah for our house, we say we bought a Godrej. But Godrej is not the only company that makes almirahs. But still we say it because that brand has registered. So we governors, we were the torch bearers in 1920, and a lot of us believed in brand Rotary. So we said, we will make this hashtag that whenever we do any activity related to Rotary or Rotary's core values, we will say a simple thing. We will say, "I Rotary today." So next time somebody sees this wonderful Rotary mark of excellence or wheel, people know what this stands for, and that's our effort to build our brand. Coming to this other wonderful brand that I represent, TSMT Academy, our TSMT parent company is going to be completing a golden jubilee next year. 50 years of this brand TSMT. Our parent company is an audit and assurance company, and our founder T. Sriram, he started this company on 1st July 1972. So coming next year, we will be finishing 50 years now that his next generation and their partners have joined in, which was Mehta and Tadimala, which was his son and his partner's company. When they merged a few years ago, I think a decade ago, it became from T. Sriram and Company to TSMT because T. Sriram, Mehta and Tadimala is the brand. And under that, we have a consulting firm, we have an academy, which I represent, and we have a technology division. So when we started branding TSMT Academy, we just thought, what does TSMT stand for? No doubt we are professional service providers. No doubt we bring value through the sharing of knowledge, just like Rotary Bangalore Sneha is doing. But we also stand for 4 very important verticals, and that is training, skill, mastery, which leads to transformations. So T. Sriram, Mehta and Tadimala, I got 4 wonderful alphabets to relate to training, skills, mastery, and transformation. And that's how we define TSMT Academy, because we make you better than today for tomorrow. So today, when we talk about Rotary, when we talk about TSMT, we always connect it to this brand so that every time somebody sees our distinctive mark, our logo or our name, the immediate thought that comes to their mind, it is going to be, service above self, doing good in the world, or transformation, skills, training, mastery. So the same way, when Rotary Bangalore Sneha pops up with another knowledge series, everybody knows it's going to be a very educative webinar, because Rotary Bangalore Sneha is connecting week after week from people from different walks of life, from professors, students, leaders, other organizational heads and members, and sharing so much of information. Because when I was governor, we had a simple theme: Rotary connects the world, whether it's friendship, fellowship, service, Last year, Rotary had to open opportunities in the time of the pandemic to serve the world. And this year, Team 2122, led by all its leaders, is working towards our fourth ever Indian to become the international president, Shekhar Mehta's dream and his vision of we all getting together to serve to change lives. So wishing you all the best and very, very happy to inaugurate on behalf of Rotary Bengaluru Sneha, this excellent webinar on brand new, and looking forward to staying connected with all the leading brands here. And Mr. Raju Armugam, hoping that after this webinar, sometime in the future, when we are able to meet in person, we can have the sterling experience with you too. Thank you very much. Have a great Saturday morning. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Back to you.
Thank you, PDG, Dr. Samir Hariani, for that wonderful speech. It is an awesome foundation for the rest of the session. Thank you so much. Let me introduce our speaker, Mr. Raju. Mr. Raju has received Hubert H. Humphrey Fellowship, Michigan State University, East Lansing, Michigan, USA in 2011. He is a Fulbright alumni of Buffalo University, New York, MSWHR from Madurai Institute of Social Sciences, Madurai, and a graduate in Business Administration from Madurai Kamaraj University. He is a certified business solutions professional from Michigan State University and certified by Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton on leadership. He is an OD and succession planning expert, has carried out various leadership training in India, Thailand, and Indonesia. He was a participant of a GLF as a Fulbright scholar in USA and led South Central Asian team during the Global Summit. He has received Best Employer Awards from Hewitt and Best HR Professional Award from Global Best Consultants in 2018. He has worked with companies like Cement Corporation of India, Delhi, India Tourism Development Corporation, Bangalore, Mahindra Holidays, Goa, Ford Motor Company, Chennai, Kamas Motors, Hosur, Grant Thornton, Bhopal, and Sterling Holidays Resorts, Chennai. He is the co-founder of HR Tamil Conference and a life member of NHRD and ISTD. Welcome, Mr. Raju. And you can have about 45 minutes. Mr. Raju, you can share your screen. Yeah.
Just give me a moment. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, all of you. The great Rotary Club members and presidents. I could see, what would give me more happiness than joining an MSW Socialites forum. Being myself an MSW, and it is not new. I worked for more than 12 years in Karnataka. So it's very Bangalore is very close to my heart, and moreover, the MSW alumni of Karnataka I was associated with for a very, very long time. So it gives me immense pleasure to be here amongst the stalwarts like Dr. Samir, Mr. Unni, and Chandramouli, and so many others, the presidents of Rotary Club. Thank you so much, Dr. James Thomas, having invited me for such a wonderful discussion on the topic brand new. Fantastic to be here. My tension has gone up a little bit after listening to Dr. Samir, because when Mr. Unni introduced Dr. Samir, he himself is a brand. Okay, by introduction I could see that, but when he spoke, I thought he has completed the entire session in whatever 5 minutes he spoke. That is what his articulation was. That is what he was. The way he had projected the two brands, and the way the two brands built. He used the word building the brand. That is what just was catching my attention. So we would like to build this whole presentation with that kind of a keynote, right? Thank you very much, Dr. Samir, for setting the context in a so wonderful manner that you mentioned training, skill, mastery, and transformation. These are the fundamentals of a brand. Okay, these are the things which are required to be very, very foundational for building a brand. And that too, the transformation part which you have brought out is a very, very important thing. It is like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon, So that is what is a transformation. Now, I would definitely want to be a magician with a magic wand within 45 minutes, convert all of you as a brand. But very unfortunately, I'm not a magician, right? I'm going to share the same anecdotes. I'm going to use the same stories. I'm going to tell you the same words what several others have spoken in many, many other forums. And you might have heard this in many other forums, and as well as you might have read this in books. And definitely, this is not something new which I am going to bring to you. But one thing which is sure, for every word, there should be a moment. It is like that moment, particular moment is very, very important. Like, you see a seed and a stone look the same. Both are almost same. Physically, it is almost the same. If you look at that, there is no difference between a seed and a stone. But how long? As long as both of them fall in a proper soil. The moment it falls on a soil and the first drop of water, that makes the difference. The water falls on the seed which is already on a soil, starts sprouting. That is the moment. It's a very, very important moment in everybody's life, my dear friends. For a seed, it is so very important that it is there on the soil and it receives a beautiful one drop of water for it to sprout out. For another example, if I have to give, see, in a shell, there is one drop of water that becomes pearl, right? Similarly, there are so many examples. There is a time, that's a moment. That moment is very, very important. That time is this time. You are on a correct soil, and I'm going to put that one drop. Okay, maybe you might have seen so many, in your life, rains you might have seen. But this one drop, which I am believing that, that is capable of potential enough to transform each one of us. I'm talking about including myself. With each one of us, this moment has got the potential to convert and to transform. But are you ready? That is the question. If we are ready to receive, and we will be able to convert ourselves into brand. My dear friends, I just would like to start with a small story. One ground rules I have is, if you all this is a kind of online platform which is a real difficult thing. We don't see people and we talk to our computers, right? That is a bane of this section. I don't know whether there are people who are nodding their heads or they are smiling or what they are doing. We do not know. Okay, so I would like to see some thumbs up. If you are there on the screen, I would like to see some thumbs up. That will help me to understand. No, use the reactions in your screen and raise your thumbs up. There is a thumbs up sign. Okay, if I see few thumbs going up, that means yeah, I'm speaking to people. I'm not speaking only to my computer and speakers. All right. So that is one thing. So thank you so much. Thank you. I think I have seen a lot of thumbs up here. So fantastic. So I could continue this. All right. There is something which stops us from learning. What is that something stops us from learning? Okay. Many a time, we think that I know it all, kind of an attitude. Okay. So when I am seeing some noise, Dr. Thomas, can you just ask people to go on mute, please?
Shankar, please mute everyone and unmute only Raju.
Yeah. All right. So what happens? This something called cognitive bias. which is a big learning stopper. Assume that you are driving your car, right? That is a beautiful car which you bought on that particular day, and you wanted to drive your car, and you taken it on the highway. Hello, this noise is really annoying.
Just give me 1 second, sir. I'm trying to mute that.
Mr. Raju, you can unmute. And
yeah, I have unmuted. I think it's silent now. Thank you very much. Thank you. So assume a scenario that you are taking your brand new car and you are driving on a highway, and you wanted to really test the car, the speed, the maneuverability, and you wanted to test the car. So with that kind of enthusiasm, you are just driving your car, and when you are just hitting that 80 kilometers lane, and there is another car which is going in front of you, and probably that person would have got retired only that day, so he is driving his car at the rate of 20 kilometers speed in an 80 kilometers lane, and he is not giving you the side also, and he is enjoying his driving. The moment you see that car is going slow, you try to honk so that you get away. But the person who is going in front of you thinks there is a maniac behind me. Look at the way he is honking, right? He's a maniac. But for you, he is a moron. What kind of a moron he is? He's driving at the rate of 20 kilometers in the 80 kilometers lane. So you are a maniac for him, and he is a moron for you. And think there is another car coming behind you. When the car coming behind you also wants to go fast like you, but do not know that you are also struggling, he honks from behind, and then you say that there is a maniac behind me. And that guy says that you are a moron. Now, this is the life scenario, my dear friends. We are all between maniacs and morons. Now, this cognitive bias is a biggest learning stopper for all of us human beings. This creates something called reticular activating system in your brains. This reticular activating system, you can switch off and switch on from inside. That capability, each one of us have got that, in a regular classroom, people can switch off and be there, and physically they will be there, but they won't be there in that particular moment. That is called reticular activating system switch. Now here, by looking at me, by hearing my name, by listening to my first few words, already you are into the cognitive bias. You might have thought already I am a moron or a maniac. I'm not going to ask you, but beware of that cognitive bias. We are all succumbed to this cognitive bias, and no one can escape being a human being, because we are all products of our environment, our education, and experience. So we all are capable of having that cognitive bias, and that cognitive bias we should be very cautious about. That is going to be the learning stopper. With that, I just wanted to start here, right? And you are seeing in the screen a cup of a black tea. At the age of 13, my nickname was Black Tea, because I look dark in complexion. So my friends, my neighbors, and everyone used to call me Black Tea. Okay, that is the identity which I had. So whenever I walk on the street, somebody calls Black Tea, and I will have to turn back and see, maybe they are calling me. I was born and brought up in tea estates. At the age of 13, I worked in this tea estates for 2 rupees per day. 2 rupees per day. Okay. In a week, full week of work, I used to get 28 rupees salary, including overtime. Now, there was a choice whether to continue to be called as a black tea or to transform into something else. That choice was with me. Now, I took a choice after 25 years. This is my brand. These are the things which I can proudly say that these are my brands. The ones you are seeing here are the companies where I have worked, and the other things what you are seeing here are the degrees and the diplomas and the certificates what I have obtained from various countries. And in the H what you are seeing there, Hubert H. Humphrey Fellowship. There are 2,500 IITians and IIMs professors and IAS officers and IPS officers. They all apply and aspire for this particular fellowship every year. And that year also there were 2,500 applications which has gone to this Fulbright fellowship. And out of 2,500, they shortlisted 150 people for interview. I was called for that interview. And that from that 150 people, they select only 5 people to go to US under fully funded program called this Humphrey Fellowship by the United States. I have given up, I have resigned a job, a well-paid job from Ford, and I chose Humphrey Fellowship to go to US and obtain this particular fellowship called Hubert H. Humphrey Fellowship. The Toastmasters International, I think you're all aware of this Toastmasters International. My speech had gone uncontested to an international evaluation when I was in US. So these are the brands which I can say, this is how the brand was built. Now, this is the certificate which I have received from United States of America, signed by Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Right, dear friends, and I'm not bragging about my own self. I'm not just simply saying that I have done something great. It is not that way. It is not that. But from where to where is the question. From where to where, how these things were built brick by brick, brick by brick, brick by brick. I have built my career, and where I am standing today in front of you is kind of a brand what I am standing in front of you. That is what I want you to recognize on, right? So what I have done, how I have reached here, and what other people also done something similar. That is what I wanted to just talk to you about. In 1998. When I was in Ashoka Hotel, Bangalore, I was heading the HR there. That time there was a parliamentary committee headed by Veena Verma. 13 parliamentary committee members came to Bangalore for inspection of few of the organizations. That time the parliamentary secretariat has given me a special permission, and they sent me a 5,000 rupees check to me to rent something for the safeguard as well as the successful inspection of the 13 people. If I ask what would have been that equipment which I have hired or rented, you might be thinking what might have that I have hired or rented. It is nothing but a cell phone, my dear friends. I went to the Double Road, the first Sangeeta shop in Double Road, and rented with the recommendation of my friend who was general manager in Spice Telecom at that time. With his recommendation, went to Double Road and hired a cell phone. That was 1998. You all know what is the condition of cell phone today. Today we have 130 plus crores population, and also there are connections more than 140 crores connections are there. That is how the time is changing right now. What is very important for us to know is that cell phone has adapted itself in so many ways. Today we have the cell phone, with the cell phone we can do anything. If someone comes to you today and asks, I use only Nokia 3310, and how will you look at that? That is what is very important. This guy, this gentleman, we all know, we loved him, in cricket, Sunil Gavaskar. He was a great cricketer. He was a fantastic cricketer, right? In what was his test scores? He played 125 matches. In that 10,000, he was the person who reached 10,000 mark first time in the cricket history. He scored 34 centuries, and he scored 3 centuries in each innings in 3 times. That means first innings century, second innings century, and then another match, first innings century, second innings century, another match, first innings century, second innings century, like that in test match. 3 matches he consecutively scored centuries. And this man was the god of cricket once upon a time. We know we all loved this man. Now when it came to one-day cricket, what was his record? He played 103 matches and he scored 3,000 runs. What was his achievement? 36 not out of 60 overs. We all know that Sunil Gavaskar was an opener. So he opened the match and he closed the match also with 36 runs not out. So that is the level. Now what did not happen for Sunil Gavaskar when it comes to one-day match? Now I'm not going to talk about 2020. 2020 is a different ball game altogether. Now even in one day it was like this. Now the very successful Sunil Gavaskar could not or did not adapt to one day's needs. And today we are playing 2020. I do not know, even this will become something else, maybe Super 6 or whatever it may be. It is going to transform differently. Now, as a person, although he was a brand himself at that point in time, what made him not to become ready for one-day matches is because that he was not adaptable. So we as individuals, we need to adapt ourselves to the requirements of what is today. Today's world is completely changed. It is not, of course it is A for apple, but it is a different apple. B for Bluetooth, C for chat, D for download, E for email, F for Facebook. So the entire world is changing very fast. Now, when I say the world is changing very fast, I am here to just refer to somebody called Alvin Toffler. Alvin Toffler, a very celebrated writer in 1970s. He wrote a book called Future Shock. He wrote 3 books, Future Shock, Power Shift, and Third Wave. In his book, Future Shock, he was talking about the latest 50,000 years of human experience. So what he did, the latest 50,000 years of human experience, he divided that into 800 lifetimes. By dividing this latest experience of 50,000 into 800 lifetimes, what he said, the startling was, out of 800 lifetimes, 650 lifetimes human beings spent in caves. So, human being as a species came out of caves only for the past 150 lifetimes. Only for the past 70 lifetimes, human being has got capability to communicate from one generation to the other generation. Only for the past 7 lifetimes, human being has seen something called print world. Only for the past 4 lifetimes, human being is able to measure time very effectively. Only for the past 2 lifetimes, human being has seen electric motor, my dear friends. So whatever you are seeing today, from safety pin to the rocket science, everything was invented during the very same lifetime we are living in. What has happened to the human as a species, It has accumulated its all knowledge to explode in one generation. That is what is the generation we are living in. Now, this book came in 1970. After that, there is half lifetime is now passed. In this half lifetime, further the developments have gone in such a speed. Whether anything is happening today, if we wink, something happens different, and some new app is coming, and we do not know how to operate that, and new cell phone is just that itself is transforming into so many different things. New things are coming. How adaptive we are as an individual. Are we upgrading ourselves day by day? Are we upgrading ourselves? If we are not upgrading ourselves on day-to-day basis, we miss something. We miss something very, very, very important in our life. I actually prepared this slide 10 years back, my friends, when I was trying to speak to some college. I prepared this 10 years back, right? When I came back from US, it was in 2011. When I came back, I prepared this for a college to talk to them. Now, this has become 10 years old. Where are we today? Where are we? Are we anywhere in this kind of a spectrum? Are we adaptive to the environment today? Are we adaptive to the speed? Are we adaptive to the pace in which the world is going? If we don't, we will become ambassador car. We know what has happened to ambassador car. Ambassador car was branded car. Ambassador car was fantastic car. That was the safest car. All the government officials used the car. All the top VIPs used the car. But where is that car today? That is a question actually. So, do we want to become ambassador car? Do we want to become Sunil Gavaskar? So, if we want to become ambassador car, and the car is transformed so much today, and that is what is called adaptation to the environment today. We need to do that, and this is what why my brands are. My blog is rrrootsblogspot.com, where I blog, and my website is lookingglass.co.in. My YouTube channel, I every week I present one episode, and you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Clubhouse. And Clubhouse, every week we conduct programs. So this is what we need to understand, where we are, and whatever we are doing today, what to the requirement. Clubhouse is just new app. I do not know whether how new it is, but only for the past 15-20 days back I came to know about that, and we hosted already one program, and that is what we need to understand. This is our Looking Glass YouTube channel. I would request all of you to please subscribe. I'm not asking you anything else, but the only thing what I would request you all to just subscribe to this channel. I think Mauli is here. Mauli is my associate, and he will put the link in the chat box. Mauli, can you put this link in the chat box so that people can go and click? And of course, there are few videos which are there in English and a few videos which are in Tamil, and you can choose to see. And there are topics every week and we are covering, and these are the topics which already what we have covered till now. All right. So that is my only request, Dr. Thomas. In case if it's a problem for you, I have to brand myself here. That is so I'm just wanting to advertise here so people can just go there. It's a kind of learning for people. People have appreciated whatever is told there. I think our audience here can also go and click and then subscribe here. All right. So we just so far we have been talking about branding, what kind of brands, what is required, what are the things which are required to become brand and all, just would like to say this is my mantra. Like Dr. Samir, when he spoke about a mantra. That mantra statement, he said the training, skill, mastery and transformation. That was the mantra what he said, and this is my mantra. What is the mantra which I adopted is reach the 5th hour. Reach is the 5th hour. There are 4 R's before that, right? The 4 R's are research. Research yourself. When you do a research on yourself, you will know who you are. By understanding who you are, you will reveal yourself and try to understand what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your opportunities, what are your threats. By understanding that and by revealing that, you will know that there are things which you have to build. Now, I would like to just again recall what Dr. Samir was talking about, building brands, building brands. Building is a conscious action, my dear friends, conscious action. So consciously you have to build it. When you are doing a building, I think, and I have to refer to this story. There are three people who are building. First person was asked, what are you doing? He said, don't you see that I am earning my livelihood? The second person was asked, what are you doing? He said, I am laying bricks. That is what his answer was. I am laying bricks. The third person was asked, what are you doing? The third person said, I am constructing Taj Mahal. Now, you know whose building will come out well. Now, a person who has got the end in his mind, he has begun with the end in mind, he might have taken every brick, kissed the brick, and then laid the brick. Oh, you are going to be part of the huge grand Taj Mahal. Like that, he might have built brick by brick, he might have built. That is what we need to do on the third R, that is called rebuild. And then refine, polish. Whatever is required, you polish. Once you do this, you will reach wherever you want to reach. That is what I wanted to just tell you, my dear friends. Here, again, to go back one more thing, step. 250 ml of mineral water, little bit of sugar, and add a little bit of fizz. That is costing only 3 rupees. But if you add the name Coca-Cola, the cost is 30 rupees. Now, what is the difference between 3 rupees and 30 rupees? In business terms, it is huge. In business terms, the transformation between 3 rupees and 30 rupees is huge difference. But what has brought that difference is because one brand name called Coca-Cola, right? That we need to understand. Similarly, a very ordinary cloth, stitched cloth would cost you about 250 rupees, maybe little more, or maybe 300 rupees or 400 or 500 rupees maximum, right? Now, just you put this Louis Philippe brand, the rate goes up to 2,500 rupees. What is the transformation? How the transformation comes is because of the brand. Now look at this, okay? We know that all these people are brands for themselves. Each of them are brands, and how they began and what they have done in their lives and how they have built that brand by sheer grit and determination. All those things are lessons for us, all of us. That is what we need to understand. And your photo can be here. And no one can stop you if you decide your photo could come here, right? So that is what we need to understand. Now, we have seen Coca-Cola is a huge brand. Coca-Cola was built a brand like that. Now, one man, just 20 seconds action of moving this Coca-Cola bottle from one end to the other end. And this is I think, this is left swipe. The current generation will know what is the meaning of left swipe and right swipe. If they are there in Cube and all, they do left swipes and right swipes. Just one left swipe of Coca-Cola has brought down the share value of Coca-Cola to about $29,000. So billion dollars. So such a kind of an individual, one individual's brand has brought another brand like that. Means now you look at who's better brand, whether Coca-Cola is a better brand or Ronaldo is a better brand. Now, we are not going to talk about that. Go and listen, see his videos somewhere. Now, this man was not to be born in this world. His mom went to the hospital to actually abort him because the house was in such a poverty fed, and they are not able to feed even their 3 children already, and 4th child they cannot rear. So mother wants to actually abort this man inside the womb. Now he has come out and what he has done to this world, what he is doing today is amazing. That is what a personal brand can do. But has it come very ordinary to him? What we need to do is, what we need to see is the grit and determination what he had, the discipline what he had, or the direction what he had. All those things we need to remember, and that is what has brought him here. That is what we need to understand. And another interesting personality which I would like to tell is that this guy, I see 1,000 times his videos, but every time this guy gives that a different lesson for me. Okay, Nick Vujicic, no hands, no legs, but no limits for him. An amazing speaker. He can swim, he can play football, he can play golf, he can do anything in this world. Whatever we do, he has no limits, but he has no limbs and that is how he is. Right now, what he says in his video is very important. One line he says, whatever it may be thankful to the life. Be thankful to the life. The life has come to you. For that, be thankful. That's what he says. Now, so we are born in this world. Within 18 weeks of conception inside mother's womb, we are able to hear the outside world. What is happening outside? We are able to hear. Our faculties start developing. There are a lot of doctors here. I think definitely they know much better than me. And the womb, inside the womb, the fetus starts listening what is going on outside, whether mom is talking to father, mom is fighting with somebody, mom is watching a cartoon channel, or mom is reading something, and mom is listening to music. All those things of the fetus is able to observe and learn. And when after 40 weeks, when it comes out like a fully developed hardware with add-on capabilities. That's what we need to understand. With add-on capabilities. The fully developed hardware comes out with add-on capabilities. What do we add there? Do we want to add success software? Do we want to add failure software? Do we want to add happy music? Do we want to add sad music? What do we want to add? What that add-on software is decided by us. That is why I call design your life. Otherwise, life gets designed by default. Life does not wait for you. Life does not wait for you to design, but it gets designed by default. My dear friends, life is too precious to be allowed to get designed by default. Whatever you have got today is a precious gift what you have got today. So you design your life. If you design your life, and then you are not allowing the life to be allowed to get designed by default. So you design. When you design, you know what is the design you want to build. That is how now you will know, and what are the add-on softwares what you are going to add. That is what you are going to do. Okay. So we know this guy, Usain Bolt, and what he achieved, and again through hard work and determination only. And I would like to just go through what he said. He said, I wouldn't say that there is a single thing that I can attribute to an athlete's success. It's a combination of things. For me, he says, the combination would include hard work, smart work, discipline, rest, treatment, and belief in God for him and yourself. Right? So these are the things what he says as what he has brought, and there wherever he is. All right. Okay. So please remember these rules. Reach with your research, reveal, rebuild, refine, and reach. And as I told you, these three are very important things: your education, your experience, and your environment. Okay, these three things are very important for you, from where you become what you are today. Whatever you are doing today, why you are doing that the way we are doing is because of this. You are an embodiment of your experience. You are an embodiment of your environment. You are an embodiment of your education. The place where you are born, the teachers you have studied, the movies you have seen, the songs you have listened, the books you have read, All those things are a combination of what you are today, right? Now, these things are very important for you to project where you are and what you are in combination with other people, when you are connecting with other people. So, my dear friends, brand yourself. For you, it's very, very important today, wherever you are. And as I told you, the moment is very important. This moment is very important, and you are in a fantastic soil, and this soil is your rotary wheel. Now, you think of the rotary wheel, which is like a 5,000 kilos of a rotary wheel, which is there connected on the center axis, and which is there. Now, you have to push this wheel. Okay, as an individual, if you have to push this wheel to rotate, how will you rotate this wheel? First push will be very, very hard. The second push will be hard, and then third push, fourth push, fifth push, sixth push, 100th push, 200th push, 250 pushes, and then it starts rotating on its own. When it starts rotating it on its own, you know this wheel has gained the momentum of each of the previous efforts. Every effort what you have put before is very important. If I stop here and ask you which push is very, very important, you can't pinpoint one particular push, whether it was the first push or third push or 30th push, you can't pinpoint. Every push is important. Every push is important. Even after 250th push, you may have to touch the wheel, and then so that it runs on its own, right? So gaining momentum is through discipline. The personal discipline what you are doing is very, very important. Be an individual, or you are in a company, or you are working for an organization, whatever it may be, and each push is very, very important. So you can become great. If you are good, that is not enough. Good is enemy of great. So if you want to become great, persevere yourself, brand yourself. That's what I would like to say. I would like to just finish with this one slide. Okay, what Nelson Mandela spoke on the first day after releasing from the jail. 27 years of confinement, and he was released from the jail, and he came out, and this is what he spoke. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be? Brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who you are not to be. You are a child of God. You are playing small things, not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking, so that the other people won't feel insecure around you. We all are meant to shine as child do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in every one of us. And that the light shines. We unconsciously give people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. With this quote of Nelson Mandela, I would like to end my presentation. Thank you very much, Dr. James, for giving this opportunity. Thanks Rotary Club for giving me this opportunity. MSW Socialites, and wonderful to have spoken to you all. I hope this made sense to you. Thank you very much once again for giving this opportunity. Thanks, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Raju, for the wonderful session. And we have 5 minutes for a question and answer session. If anybody wants to ask him directly, please unmute and ask, or you could type your questions in the chat box. Anybody would like to ask him a question, please unmute yourself and ask. I'm not seeing any question in the chat box. Any of the participants would like to give your impression on the session? I can see Mr. D.R. Nagaraj. Sir, would you like to give your impression on the session?
Oh my goodness, I never realized D.R. sir is here. My great.
D.R.
Sir, fantastic, sir. Fantastic, sir. Great to have you here, sir. Great.
I'm so happy to see you. You have grown very well. I am very, very happy. Happy to listen to you. Wonderful presentation you made.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. After about 15 years, I'm listening to your voice.
So nice. So nice.
Nice.
Thanks, James. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dear Nagaraj. We have our next session on next Saturday. The session is on building a great company and a great life for others, an experience by Mr. Sudhakar Pai, Chairman and Managing Director of Kurlan Enterprises Limited. I request everyone to join next Saturday at 10:30. I shall send across the registration form separately. Anybody else would like to come up and ask questions or share your views? You have another 1 minute. Your feedback link has been given in the chat box. I request you to send your feedback form so that I can send across participation certificate to you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Raju Arumugam. It was a wonderful session. Now, let me call upon Rotarian Subhash P, Director of Public Image, Rotary Bangalore Sneha, to sum up and to propose the vote of thanks. Over to you, Mr. Subhash.
Thank you, Dr. James. So, distinguished guests, respected President, Secretary, and dear participants, it gives me immense pleasure to propose a vote of thanks. And a topic on a particular day where we had such a session. In fact, well, as children, well, we were more interested in caption writing, and those days, because I'm pretty old when compared to many over here. So it used to be something like, if I were to just mention a caption like utterly, butterly delicious, which used to be there at the back of all those old Amachitra Katha, it was something that, well, was once again talking something similar to this topic. So I was just, it took me during almost to those days. And of course, I would take this opportunity to thank Dr. Samir Haryani, who to grace this occasion by inaugurating this wonderful session, and also giving his thoughts on brand building, and especially the acronym that he mentioned, TSMT. I think that, well, many would have made a note of it and try to master it in the near future. I would also further extend my hearty thanks to Mr. Raju Arumugam for this very wonderful topic, which I'm sure that, well, many would try to imbibe, and I'm sure that, well, we all will end up become competitors in this YouTube, each one trying to build a brand. But of course, yes, well, each one has their way, and I'm sure that, well, it was really interesting to find that, well, how each one of us can build our own brand, trying to brand ourselves and project ourselves in the market, which many of us in a certain way might be doing it and may try starting something new as well. And it was wonderful to have those Reach 5R, where you did mention about research, reveal, rebuild, refine, and reach. And as what you also mentioned about how a 3 rupee stuff could be sold for 30 rupees, while you were citing an example of Coca-Cola. And who would have ever what you call thought or about, say, around 20 or 40 years back, that water could be sold in bottles. So these are all things which come under branding. And I'm sure that, well, listening to this particular program, which was really inspiring, I'm sure most of us will definitely take up branding in some way or other. And I'm sure that, well, I take this opportunity also to express my deep regards to the couple who's been a guiding force in all these programs. I would say Dr. James and Charter President Nitya also. And yet another person that, well, I would think of a very dynamic person in this group, who I had seen him as a young boy who had just come out of college. And respected President Uni, you are the person that I'm trying to talk about. And, thank you for that. And I'm sure that, well, all of us will imbibe and try to take back some great thoughts which have come out in today's meeting, in today's session. And, thank you very much. Thank you all participants as well. I'm sure that, well, we will definitely get to meet once again for the next session. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Subhash, for summing up and proposing the vote of thanks. Excellent. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Doctor, at any time.
I thank all the participants and Dr. Samir Hariani, PDG of District 3190 for gracing the occasion, and Mr. Raju Harugam and all other people. Thank you so much for joining. Mr. Shankar of Prime, please stop YouTube live. We will have 2 minutes of chat. If anybody wants